Best memory in high school, the Cottonwood series last year in baseball, as we won on a walk-off and went to the UVU state tournament.
It was probably, I really like doing promenade. That's kind of
junior prom and promenading.
Probably getting stuck at like 4 a.m. on a Thursday night, and then we didn't come to school the next day because we were still up there trying to get me unstuck.
When I was doing the tryouts in soccer.
Mrs. Russell's sub didn't show up, so we did just dance on her tables.
It's probably my junior homecoming.
Probably starting the buzz trend.
Our first St. George meet at track, we snuck out to go hot tubbing and play Uno at McDonald's.
My favorite moment in high school was bathroom barber shop when we buzzed everybody's heads in the English hall bathroom.
Going mudding with the boys and getting stuck.
Was senior basketball season.
To St. George with Kennedy and Zadie and Brayley and Jackson and Cannon, and we destroyed a golf cart that we were renting, and I think it was like $2,500 of damages that we did.
Probably when me and a bunch of my friends, Zadie was there, and we all went to St. George and we tipped a golf cart.
One time I jumped and hit my head on the door thingies, and I cracked my head open.
High school have come from student government.
Freshman year, me and Jackson Hanley would sit in the back of Bob Bill's Spanish class, and we'd play Minecraft the entire class.
When me, Kendall Purdy, Andrea Sweat, Paige Armendariz, and Briley Bigelow all toilet papered Quinn Richards' house, and he got grounded for it.
Just going to stuff with friends, especially like dances.
Like concerts and stuff that I went to freshman year. Those were really fun.
Me and my buddy Landon North went down to California for like a week or so. We just had a blast down there, going to Disneyland, surfing, all that fun stuff.
Going to Subway and Quench It with my friends and spending all our money.
Getting together with the boys late nights and staying up and playing poker till like 3 in the morning until my mom called and yelled at me to come home.
Was going to state for volleyball my freshman year and placing 6th.
In New York for a CTV trip.
Been cut from the soccer team 3 times.
Is taking second in state for tennis with Ty Greenwood.
When Coach John bought the entire boys track team Betos.
We were eating school lunch and they gave us these pickles, like pickle jars. So we like took like a ton of the jars and they would stick to anything we threw them on. So we were just going through the school and throwing it on people's like doors and stuff. And we threw it on Mr. Gustafson's door and he came out and got really mad at us. And then we also threw it at Cafe Rio, and it's still up there to this day.
When me, Kate, and Chloe would eat sushi and chocolate dipped strawberries on the basketball bench because we didn't get any playing time.
Just junior year, the basketball team was really fun. Not that me, Kate, and Jada had a lot of fun. Not that we were any good, but it was a good time.
Decorating the bathrooms for homecoming.
Is winning in overtime on senior night.
Toe-matering around the parking lot, going in reverse as fast as I could.
Being in the front of the student section for football.
Football games or the summer, like sophomore year.
I was just cheering at football games.
Football season.
The blackout night football game.
Being a part of homecoming royalty junior year.
Doing the unified sports program. Skipping all of sophomore Spanish to play Throw Throw Burrito with real life burritos from Betos.
We actually brought a bus to school, me and my buddies, and we slept at school after the dance, and then we had breakfast in the morning and then went to class.
Razor riding prom junior year was my best memory.
Some of the best memories I had were at school dances.
Just dancing in the rain with Leah Benson. Being in every single parking lot I stepped into with my friend Hannah Bowman.
When Savvy got her first kiss junior year at the end of the year.
My first dance, I did like the Russian folk dance. They're like in the middle of the mosh. It destroyed, like I ripped my pants, ripped my jacket.
Coach Day's weights class, and I was the only girl. And we were playing dodgeball with Coach Kinsman's class, and I squatted down to catch a ball, and I ripped my jeans right up my butt.
Freshman year, I was playing spike ball, and we were in the gym for stretch time, it used to be called, and then I like went for a ball and my pants ripped right down the middle. And then like Maddie Dahl and Skylar Dagley, and they're all looking at me.
I wore these pink sweatpants to a dance one time, and with the lighting, it just looked like I wasn't wearing anything. It didn't help that my shirt was also ripped off, so it looked bad.
The most embarrassing moment was probably like a couple months ago. I came to school and I had just gotten back from longboarding and I didn't realize my entire back half of my pants were ripped off. So
The time I changed for a volleyball game sophomore year, I changed into my sports bra and put my other bra in my backpack and walked into the commons with it hanging out.
New York, let's just say I woke up with like no clothes and yeah, and we're sharing a bed.
It was being a theater kid for like 2 years.
My freshman year, I went to Provo Beach and we did flow rider. My swimsuit bottoms basically came halfway off. Going on a group date to the flow rider and I fell where the water pushes you back down and my top came off. And after my first kiss, I yelled the F word at him.
My mom got me a sweatshirt, a Lonely Ghost sweatshirt for Easter. I wore it to school, and 4 girls wore the same exact sweatshirt to school, and so I don't think I've ever worn it again.
I had a really bad concussion, and I was having it looked like a seizure, so it was really great. And a police officer had to carry me out the front doors.
When I was being cheated on throughout my whole relationship, and everyone knew, but no one told me.
Is when my mom called Austin Caleb to his face 3 times.
There was one time I was so out of it, and I was walking to the bathroom, and I totally followed this boy into the boys' bathroom, and then he just looked at me and he was like, "What are you doing in here?"
I've never been embarrassed.
I tripped down the stairs in the math hallway. I don't know if someone pushed me, but I rolled and I took out 4 kids in front of me. 1 kid got a bloody nose, and to this day, I still don't know who they are.
I told Grace Gardner that I had a crush on her, but she had a boyfriend, so that was really awkward.
It was my junior year, powder puff. I accidentally trucked a girl. Still don't know who it was.
My first kiss, I told him it was weird straight to his face.
Cole yelled in the student section after we had our first kiss to everyone.
I flipped my Jeep, and instead of calling the cops, I snapped people upside down and made TikToks.
Crashed my golf cart into a canal, and a bunch of people saw it.
And I almost got into 2 car crashes in the parking lot in one day.
I did was hit somebody's car in the parking lot while everybody was watching.
Was crashing my car the morning of the homecoming skits.
Getting my butt kicked by Fallenstein at fight night over Matthew Sweat.
I went up to a girl that I thought I knew, but I didn't.
Freshman year, I was at Savvy's house and I went to the bathroom and knocked all of her toilet paper into the toilet. I had to find a bag and take it out to the trash.
Junior year, I was in the science hall, bathroom stall, and I got a trash can thrown at my head.
At sophomore prom, I had a seizure and it was really embarrassing in front of everyone. So
one time I was skinny dipping with a bunch of girls and these guys started running over to us and we were like, no, don't come.
No, I'm perfect.
We were filming a competition video for choir and I passed out.
I was halfway through the ACT and I realized my shirt was on backwards.
Most embarrassing moment when I got so much hype for the lump on my neck.
I was saying I love you on accident before my first kiss.
When the video of me kissing Reuben Hawks was shown to my dad. Being in a Minecraft dance.
Adam Bodley.
Spencer Bodley. Skylar Dagley.
Ashby Proper.
Ashby Proper.
Eli Noakes.
Was Kyle Raymond, freshman year biology.
Was Caroline Bunker.
It was Caroline Bunker.
Was Cade Wilsonham.
First crush ever was Cade Wilsonham.
Cade Wilsonham.
Reagan Corbridge.
Luna Ortega was my first crush.
It's gotta be Faith Thurston.
Was Cece Lang.
Tiffin Webster.
Was Austin Kelly.
Was Austin Kelly.
Was Maddie Dahl.
Was Connor Osborne.
Tad Solser.
Savvy Simpson.
Sawyer Johansson, and I never talked to him.
I dated Parker Hansen strong, 8th grade.
It's probably Ted Sargent.
I had a crush on Ted Sargent.
Definitely Hawk Ballstead.
First crush in high school was probably Grace Cirker for 2 months.
Pretty much anyone in the class of 2021. It was Lewis Hoffman.
First crush was Mary Maynard.
Julian Carmona, when he didn't even know I existed.
This was Bryson Lloyd.
It's Aaliyah Benson.
Ben Sluga.
Probably Trevor Hardy.
Chloe Moore.
Probably Dylan Harmston.
Match was Craig McPhee.
Tanner Phillips.
Was Austin Caldwell sophomore year.
Anything is fun if you make it fun. Me and my friends had a blast going to assemblies and doing all sorts of other activities that the school did.
Just have fun.
Have fun.
Pass your classes and have fun.
Don't take everything so seriously.
Don't take anything too seriously.
Overthinking is the lack of action, so don't wait.
It's probably reject weakness and embrace masculinity like me.
Don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done.
Don't care what people think.
Just be you. No one cares.
Don't care too much about what people think.
Doing what you want to do and not focusing on what other people think.
Nothing matters in the grand scheme of things, so like don't be self-conscious and like do what you want.
Live life to the fullest. Drop your ego.
Learn how to fail.
Get involved. I don't know if you know me, but I get involved.
Don't take anything for granted.
Get your homework in on time.
Have a plan. Don't try to wing it.
And nothing's that deep, just have fun.
Always focus on good things, stay away from bad things.
Try different sports and talk to different people.
If something is coming towards someone's head, say duck and not heads.
If you worry too much about the past and the future, you're not really living in the present.
Accept failure. Don't be a basic blonde.
Brainly, brainly, brainly.
Talk to less girls.
Leaving school so much. I got so behind in all of my classes. Probably not putting myself out more than I did. Like I didn't always go to like games and stuff.
Not getting involved enough.
Going out as much or like doing like fun stuff.
Not talking to enough people.
I guess like socializing or like getting to know the people around me to like a deeper level.
I never went to Sweethearts.
I wish I would have went for so many more older girls.
Just not even talking to boys till I was a senior.
Just never going to True Wasp.
Being too scared to do True Wasp.
Probably kissing too many freshmen on the W.
Trying too hard to fit in.
I have no regrets.
Pretending to throw up so I could get out of hanging out with the boy.
Playing softball.
Having an airsoft war at school and then getting suspended for like 4 weeks.
High school was dating the same boy more than once.
I was putting too much time into other people and temporary relationships.
Taking a full schedule senior year.
Say is dropping out of the swim team.
Not playing football sophomore year.
Not asking Quinn Bradshaw to a dance.
The Provo football game last year, I was screaming out to the student section that I got my first kiss, and that was to Brooklyn Raymond.
Waiting so long to make friends after moving here.
Don't go after one woman for multiple months or years.
If you know, you know.
Biggest regret of high school was setting off 8 missionaries.
I don't know. Probably nobody. I dated a chick and it wasn't the best. Don't date chicks in high school.
Max Madsen.
We wish we dated Tad Kelly.
Haley Calderwood.
Is Seth Urich.
Dated is Matthew Nichols.
Ben Goetz.
Ridley's guy.
Either Connor Osborne or Cameron Hall.
Someone I wish I would have dated was Eli Noakes.
I guess it would be Eli. I'm not gonna say last names. Me and Parker basically flirted with Bob and gaslighted him, the Spanish teacher, into giving us an A by making him think that we took the final when we didn't, and we changed our grade on his computer.
Cheated in like all of my online classes. I've cheated my way through this entire thing.
I haven't kissed anybody on the W, so I'll kiss 3,000 people on the W the next True Wasp.
Junior year, me and Savvy made this TikTok account, Wasatch High School fan page, and we like shipped all these different people from our school.
I snuck a Park City student in for the whole day and no one noticed.
Last year, I got my hands on 300 Cool to Care cards, filled them out and got like $50 to Amazon.
I was Buzz the mascot this year.
Is that I wear Christmas socks year round.
That I used Ben Goat's login for physics sophomore year, but he gave it to me just for one assignment. But then I used it for every single assignment.
Dude, I'll be honest. The bathrooms that way, minty every time.
So you should do that too. That's all.